So my name is Gary Crockett and I manage the Warm Homes Healthy People project. Essentially what we do is we add value to the surviving winter fuel payments in the forms of sustainable long-term fabric house interventions such as home wall insulation and loft insulation. So referrals can come in from a number of different methods. It could come from a health professional, it could come from the Surviving Winter team at Ipswich Citizens Advice. From there we triage, we see who's urgent and non-urgent, and then we send a surveyor out to the house. The survey is really a one-stop shop. We try and pick up on as much stuff as we can to make that person comfortable and healthier in their home, and that could be draft proofing, it could be an emergency fuel payment, it could be wall insulation, loft insulation, any number of referrals, and then we send to our partners for intervention. We are seeing a number of people. Every day we have 20 to 30 inquiries. The referrals range from I've got no heating to I'm not sure if my loft is topped up. The priority ranges from those who have no access to heat, so we always prioritise those first, to those who are just looking for insulation. But people are often in a muddle, it's often very complex, and it really does take a big team and a partnership to solve some of the problems. Some people, maybe those who are referred by their health practitioner, a GP or a doctor or nurse, are sometimes less willing. They think they're not worthy. There's a stigma around accepting help. There's a stigma about poverty, unfortunately, which is why the Surviving Winter campaign is so fantastic, that it helps reduce that stigma. It lets people know there is support available if you need it. I think the challenge for us is we see so many people every year. There's always going to be a need for the Surviving Winter campaign. This year, when families are stretching their money even further, it's even more crucial we've got that support network for the person. So for us, the Surviving Winter campaign adds another valuable piece to the puzzle that people need. There is no silver bullet, there is no one service that can solve the problem. It is very much a partnership solution. Some of the need is all over Suffolk. A third approximately of Suffolk is rural, so people are off the gas grid. What that means from our point of view is that off the gas grid, they're more likely to have electric heating, which is more expensive. Their home is more likely to be old, so a low EPC and energy performance certificate, so it's more leaky, and there's less access to services in rural areas. So we have some significant rural challenges in Suffolk. So to improve your energy performance of your property, you need to either do loft insulation, wall insulation, but smaller measures such as low energy light bulbs do make a difference on your EPC. I think the reason the partnership works so well is because we're each experts at what we do, but none of us have the entire solution. So I don't have the time or capacity to do what Nikki and her team at the CA do, and that's crunch people's bills and do debt relief and income maximisation. But I can do the fabric approach. I can top up lofts, I can insulate walls. So combined, we're our holistic approach that solves most problems. I would say to anyone in Suffolk who thinks they can help that there is a need, it's often hidden, and while you're in perhaps a nice, well-insulated, warm home, I see a lot of people on a daily basis who aren't, and they are some of our most vulnerable residents in Suffolk. So every pound is greatly appreciated and will be put to good work.